Greetings, listeners and viewers. Your host for the night, Zach, here introducing you to The Call, our Call of Cthulhu podcast by Twisted Gears Studios. If you're a fan and wish to support, visit our merch shop and Ko-fi page, where members get extra content, fireside chats, and discounts on merch and more. Otherwise, a like, comment, sub, or review in your podcast app of choice is always helpful. But for now...
Last but left our investigators. The New England Center of Antiquities have set up their base inside the estate on the hill. Our investigators still work to track down the remains of the cult behind the events of the Silver Twilight Lodge incident. They have now found the lead they've been looking for.
Hello there.
Oh!
I believe we were just talking about the Irish Wolfhound's name just beforehand, and I believe we looked up...
A couple of different
Oh,
options.
okay.
I'm trying to think of things. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I'm terrible at this.
So trippy.
I love it.
And we're still working on the name, so right now it's the Irish Wolfhound.
And the land called
Or Wolfie.
Oh,
It's
I'm debating because it's also if it's going to be something that Marion comes up with.
Yes, it's going to be something Marion comes
Is
up
the other tricky thing about it because
Stalwart.
yeah, you know what? I might just go with Peter.
Sweet Pete the Treat.
Oh my god.
Petey.
Well, like, you know, you could go with a biblical name. Like King
Peter.
Abel.
Peter is
Peter?
a
Like
good
Peter.
name.
No, but I mean,
That was the other reason.
that's true. Yeah.
David.
Luke.
Goliath.
Deuteronomy.
These are my friends.
Oh, you just want to be on the lawn. Here, Deuteronomy.
Ezekiel! Call it back to yourself!
You would just be... But it is completely up to Marion and Liz.
Yes.
At the moment, though, how about... Over the last few months, you've been trying different names, and none of them really sticks to you. And until you find the right one, the last one has been Peter.
Yeah, I'm sticking with it.
Yep.
Some people call him Petey.
She doesn't like it though.
She doesn't.
No.
His name is Peter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. It's just
But
one.
I'm like. Player is saying you can call him what you like, but Marion will correct you.
Gotcha.
Marion corrects us and everything.
What's the difference?
Back to normal.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
So Marion, through the use of forensic accounting, managed to find a shell company, Arcripis Enterprises Incorporated, through its connection to the Church of Contemplation, which I've already stated. They seem to also be proof of payments to the Red Eyes, or some things that have happened with them on the way. We're going to start the game on May 15th, 1924. And it's a dark and stormy evening.
Nice.
Just
Of
rainy.
course it is.
Nice.
A little bit miserable. All of you are piled into one of the Packard Twin Sixes.
Who is all of us? Who do we have with us?
So, who you have with you is... I'm assuming the driver is the person with the best driving skill, which would be Althea, unless somebody else wants to drive. Or you're taking Skeet with you. It's completely up to you.
I was going to say I wouldn't mind having Skeet with us unless it was something we were going to do that we thought would bother him in some way.
Skeet is still innately Skeet-like.
Okay.
Water off a duck's back.
He would have just been happy to be involved.
I trust Skeet now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now that you know he is Walter Corbett. Yeah, but
He's his own person.
He's not playing the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not playing the game.
And you mean the way in the laboir when he stood up his shoulders, there are, because he is that person. Muscle memory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he is definitely his own soul.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's good.
I was, just as a side thing, I was debating, well, I was going to talk to you about, how if Cadbury is, like, Althea's right hand, at this point, Skeet might be her left hand. In terms of, because they both have very different skill sets, but both are very, very useful. So I probably would have cultivated that friendship, which I was kind of cultivating.
Skeet
anyway.
adores all of you.
Oh, yeah.
So, specifically, you let him build a treehouse that
No,
he
let
lives in.
him is a strong.
You did. You said he could.
100% let him.
I did.
You said he could.
More than let him, you funded it.
I did fund it. I just didn't know I was funding it at the time.
There's a lot of things, that's being funded by the Goodyear Foundation that we're not sure about.
Yeah.
It's so tied with
Alright.
New England Center of Antiquities now.
But yeah, I'm fine with having Skeet driving us. If everyone else is fine.
Okay, so
Are we
Skeet.
going to fit?
So, yes, you will. I don't care what it says. Yes, you will, because here is what the seating arrangements will be then. Who's shotgun? That's what I assumed.
Who's shotgun?
Althea, because it is also an audio medium.
Silently pointed and I just glared.
I am at fault. I raised my hand. Sorry.
Thank you for reminding us.
Okay, so what we have in the front seat is front seats is Skeet driving, Althea on shotgun, and then squeezed into the back seat is Marion, Agatha, Amos, and lying across you on the feet is the Irish Wolfhound, because it goes everywhere Marion goes.
Well, it's a rainy night. You want your feet to be warm and dry.
Hello, Peter.
She's scratching his head.
I don't know how dogs sound either, apparently. Satisfied dog noise.
He sounds whatever the bestest boy sounds like.
The bestest boy. He's the best boy.
It is the best. Peter, the bestest boy. Sweet Pete the tree. I'm going to say that so often. So often.
Peter
You're all
the
going to be sick of it. You're all going to be sick of it. I need to know who's at the window. Actually, it's easier to ask who's in the middle of the backseat. Who's the middle?
Who's on the bump?
I don't mind being in the middle. I'll be in the
Marion's in the middle. Agatha is, I'm just going to say, on the driver's side window. And Amos is on passenger side window. Sure. Fair enough. Let's talk about the Packet Twin 6 for a minute. It is, there's been some work being done on these, for these fleets, especially for the Asians of New England Center of Antiquities, which I also say a lot, but hey, that's what it is. Where Skeet had altered one of the Packer Twin 6s to be more bulletproof along the sides. I say more because it's not fully, but it's more bulletproof. But he's been working on them as well. For example, there is a nitro. There is a way for it to go super fast. Yes! It doesn't turn really well.
I don't actually care if nitro was invented then, because I fully believe that even if it wasn't, Skeet found a way.
This is my way around it.
Similar to the homemade shotgun.
Way around it.
This is my way around it. I did state his technological, his mechanical one that goes far.
I believe it.
Yeah. He's been skeeting a few things.
Also, the windows are, fairly bulletproof as well.
Nice.
I say fairly. You're not really sure. The trunk still has
A lock roll in it.
still has a lock roll in it. Still has a pile of things in it that could be relevant.
And more space than you would expect.
True story.
But the reason you're in the vehicle is you have managed over the last few weeks to track down some of the cohorts of Frank Hartree of the Hartree Boys.
Oh, let's get him!
One specific individual by the name of Jimmy Three Thumbs.
There's no way.
And is this where we find out it's because one of, his first finger has been cut to the point where it's the same length as his thumb?
You don't know. You've never met Jimmy Three Thumbs. You don't know why he's called Three Thumbs.
So suddenly the call is now a comedy.
It always was. It always was.
Yeah.
I'm starting something new. I'm starting something fresh. There's a guy by the name of Jimmy Three Thumbs. I mostly did it because I found it funny. I have down Jimmy Three Thumbs, brackets, thug. That's how my mind works.
Could Jimmy Three Thumbs be anything but a thug?
No.
Maybe Three Thumbs is actually.
Yes.
Maybe everyone's just pronouncing it wrong. It's like French or something.
Jimmy Trois Tomes?
Are you
Sorry.
Sorry.
Don't forget.
I'm just waiting
you did this.
for the red card to come out already.
No, I'm okay with it because I know the viewers are okay with these tangents.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, Derek.
but-
Let's go.
Derek, Tep.
Wait, let me get this right. I'm in all of them.
I will fix that soon.
You don't need to fix it. They love it. They love my head.
I hate it.
Anyway,
We're gonna buy a table.
they love it though. They love it.
Trapezoidal table.
Derek too says it's awesome. Somebody from the Discord. Yeah.
Derek.
Derek.
Whose tag name I noticed earlier has been changed to Derek too.
That's their name in the Discord. It's great.
Awesome. But the reason that you're out on this rainy evening in the Pack of Twin Six with Skeet driving, some of your agents have been tracking the movements of Jimmy Three Thumbs, and through some research, you've realized that you want to follow him to see where he's going, to try to track down more of the safe houses or storage places of the Red Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
You are, of course, being the most experienced investigators and generally like spending time together. Decide that you'll all hop into one of your stealthy Packard Twin Sixes.
Oh, it has to be the OG.
It's the OG. It's the OG.
Bang, bang.
Some new shocks on this thing.
It is kept in pristine condition by Skeet, the master mechanic.
Of course.
Jimmy Three Thumbs is driving a Ford Model T two-door. For those history buffs out there, it is the first vehicle mass-produced on an assembly line.
I was wondering if we were going to start seeing some Model T Fords.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Model
We're
T
going to start seeing a
two-door.
lot of them.
Yeah.
It was the first vehicle mass-produced on the assembly line, made it affordable, that there was a lot of them around, and this is the vehicle he's driving. It is a cherry red color.
Oh.
Seems to be
Super conspicuous.
seems to be a little bit gaudy.
A little?
A little bit gaudy for somebody named Jimmy Three Thumbs.
Yeah, I suppose if you know the name of the guy driving
But as you are trying to maintain a respectful distance while telling them driving through the streets of Boston, at this point, because I'm not going to roll Skeet's check, I'm going to ask... Yes, give me 1 second here. I'm going to ask Marion
Uh-oh.
to roll me a drive.
You have the highest
skill.
drive skill of all of
No,
us.
No, I
Althea. You're not driving. You're not rolling the drive skill. You're rolling Skeet's skill,
Yeah.
which is the same as Althea's drive skill.
Oh, mine's 60.
So it's a 60 to successfully tail this vehicle without maybe causing anything that could cause you to be noticed.
We don't do things like that.
He's actually really good at driving,
He
but
is.
for now, I'm just gonna
62.
62.
There's luck.
Are we still using luck?
Do I have a
Oh,
pool?
wait. You forgot
have
we
a luck
changed
pool?
that. Never mind. Nope.
We don't do luck
Change
anymore?
that.
No, you have a luck skill. What? Oh, that's something I didn't go over. I'm going to stop the game for a quick second. What's Agatha's luck?
Right now, or what I originally
Right now.
had? 72.
Yeah, what's your luck?
65.
What's your luck?
75?
75.
Okay, yeah, so all your lucks are completely fine. But it is skeet rolling because a player isn't driving the vehicle.
That's
You
true.
can't burn luck.
Should also clarify, just so we know how luck works, though.
Yeah.
But, and I'll cut this part out because I realized that I actually haven't done the prep work for this because I forgot about this. So instead of having a pool of luck, there's going to be a pool of D10s.
Right.
So when you wish to pull a D10 out, it is that person's the pile of what people have been supporting of creative collaborators and up, right? Then you roll that die, and
Okay.
you get that much luck back.
Got it.
But otherwise, if I recall, that's what we were
That's
doing.
what we're going to do.
Yeah. So you can recover luck at no more and no less than 1 to 10 points at a time.
That makes sense. And we're going to do that at the start of like a session. I'm assuming.
Well,
We could-
then we get it figured out.
Or in the middle of the session, if you were like, I just want to bump up some luck right now, I guess we could just do it whenever.
Yeah, I don't want luck to go above 75, so I would prefer if you are at least 65 or less luck
Yeah.
before you would attempt it.
That makes sense.
Fair enough.
But make sure that you,
Cool.
you have luck, so it is worth that way.
Right now, for this episode, I do not know what those are. I have to
makes
do that
sense.
math because this is the first time we've played since we've rejigged knowing that system. So Bear with me and I'll fix that.
Totally fair.
Okay.
Okay.
Back at it.
Back at it.
62.
So 62 out of the 60. So because it's really rainy and it's not stormy enough. It's not a thunderstorm or anything like that, but it is really rainy. The roads are really slick as Skeet's coming around a corner at a fair distance. And it is fairly late in the evening. He hits a bump, which creates a loud bang from the shocks. So I'm just going to roll a check from Jimmy Three Thumbs to see if he notices anything. You have been trailing him for maybe the last 20 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes. You've been trailing him for the last 25 or 30 minutes. As he just seems to be driving around town.
I was going to say driving across the city of Boston.
He's just driving around town.
Well, in 25 to 30 minutes, you should have gotten where he was going.
Yeah.
He just seems to be going in circles.
Is he even from here?
Even with that, it doesn't seem like there's any change. It's not like Jimmy Three Thumbs speeds up or tries to lose you or anything. But shortly after the event, he starts driving outside of Boston. He starts heading on one of the main thoroughfares that are leading outside of Boston to the outskirts where a lot of the industrial areas are, stuff like that. And that's where he starts heading. As you're following, and the rain is splashing down. As you're all used to each other's company. You've been on some other little escapades since the events of the fall. So I'm sure you're having some banter in the vehicle and you're poking at Agatha and stuff like that. But until we get really back into the frame of what's happening, it's hard to just bring banter out of nowhere.
Oh, right away, if you wanted to, we could just be like, so, that was the last date.
Will you stop
Let's do it. Let's do it. As you're driving along. Yeah.
So,
What?
is he a caviar guy?
Is he a what guy?
A caviar guy.
Wow, is he really fancy? Where
Oh.
do
I
you
mean,
guys
we've
go for dates?
only gone to the picture show.
Picture show.
Yeah.
Did you go for dinner beforehand?
Why is this? You're tailing somebody. Why is
Yeah,
this
we're not
all of a
there
sudden
yet.
interesting?
Skeet has it handled.
Right, Skeet?
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, see, Skeet
You see Skeet.
literally cannot help him anymore.
You see Skeet pick up from the floor. He has a little holder made, a jug of orange juice. And he takes a swig and slots it back
He can
down
do
there.
whatever he wants.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, how's Alistair? Kiss! That's not Skeet's fault.
God, no.
What?
I don't ever want to hear that accent voice from Skeet ever again.
Sorry. He does say something along those lines. That was a really bad attempt. It's been so long.
Yeah.
He says that.
But he says it as if he sounds like somebody who doesn't know what a kiss feels like.
Oh, that's fair.
Aw.
That's actually
Yeah.
sad. We gotta find him a date.
He seemed genuinely curious.
Okay.
I mean, fair enough.
I mean, we
Change the
haven't,
subject.
we'll fix that
haven't-
later.
we haven't kissed yet. We just went out to a cafe and.
Ain't nobody was asking for the dirty details. We're asking about, some of
just-
that nice friendly
He's very
details.
nice.
I
He's
will.
very charming.
Please don't.
Wow.
What?
Wow. That's nothing. Wow.
Very charming.
He's very charming.
Oh, tell us
Yeah,
more.
we knew that already.
I mean, so we just went out to coffee and dessert, and then we went to the picture show.
Did he
and
pull out a chair for you?
well, yes, it's very
Is he a sin eater?
gentlemanly. He's a what?
Is he a sin eater?
A sin eater?
Is he a sin eater?
That's actually a really good question.
I
You
didn't
know.
ask. We just started dating. I wasn't
he's
getting
not
into the.
asking.
Well, you helped him with his recovery. So you would.
No, he's not a sin eater.
Okay.
No.
Oh,
Wow, so he's
no.
just naturally
He
that
couldn't
good
possibly be. Not after what we saw. It took
I
way
know.
too
Damn him.
Oh, there's no need for that.
Worse things have definitely happened to Amos, and he's required surgery and then very little recovered.
Yep.
He's
Something.
You sure are, my
And
guy.
what that is, I'm sure one day we'll figure it out. But
maybe.
But okay,
I
but
think there are things that we will ever find out.
that's right.
but you have a lot in common.
We're kind of I'm easing into it. I don't know if I'm on his level. Like, I'm not an elegant person or whatever, but it seems
That's for
very
sure.
nice. Thank
Agatha,
you
you're
very
brilliant.
much. Fuck you. Like,
You said it. What do you lie to you?
Oh, I'm in between you two.
what?
What?
I'm sitting in between.
Yeah.
You guys are.
What?
You guys are now. You've turned this into an argument.
I didn't turn it into an argument.
I mean, this
I'm
is our
agreeing with my
normal
friend.
talk.
Yeah.
That's just.
I would never lie to you.
I've always appreciated.
There
My
you
God.
go.
They reach over you and knock fists. They don't wait for you to knock fists. They reach over and knock fists. At this point, I want to mention the Irish Wolfhound, Sweet Pete.
Who I will give scratches
Peter.
on the head as I return.
But the whole time the conversation is about Alistair and Agatha, he is also like looking up like,
How about the deets?
and, like he's interested in the answers
Yeah.
as well.
Good boy.
I mean, he kissed me on the hand. I mean, it was very
Oh, so
yeah.
he's a gentleman.
sweet. He's
Good.
Damn.
He should be treating you with respect.
Oh, well, thank you.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I mean, his own behavior, that's fantastic.
Listen, I'm taking things fairly, pace-wise. I mean, he went through hell.
He did.
And
Brutal.
we've only started seeing each other in the last 6 weeks. So, I mean, I enjoy his company.
That's
It's very
lovely.
nice. Yeah. I mean, he's very good looking.
I'm just going to wait until there's more smut involved. That's fine. We can
That's
talk
not
about it
appropriate.
again later.
No, fair enough.
When have I ever been appropriate or cared
Whoa.
about being appropriate?
And that's why I would totally share everything with you.
Fair.
I mean,
Shouldn't listen, Tal. That's between you two.
You do whatever you like. Liam! Liam!
This is live.
You like? Don't let any of these chuckle fucks tell you what to do, least of all me.
This entire time I've been dead inside.
What? I'm just, no. He might be, I don't know.
No,
No, I don't think he's
Alistair,
dead
no.
Have you seen how pale that man is? I don't even think he knows what the concept of the sun is.
Well, he spends a lot of his time indoors doing research.
It doesn't detract the point that I'm trying to make.
It does.
It gives a reason to not see the sun, but if he's never seen the
He's
sun
not
before...
as pale as Simon is.
Is he not as pale as Simon?
Alistair.
Oh, never mind. Take it back.
don't forget Alistair's.
He was pale 'cause he was
Alistair's was
Oh.
the face, not do not forget of the center.
I take that back. I thought they both looked like vampires.
No,
All right.
no.
All right, never mind.
Oh.
Nice.
Nice.
That's all
He's
right.
been outdoors. He's been eared out.
The man lives.
Live.
Live!
And I'm not saying you have to kiss and tell at all. I'm just saying that it's been a very stressful year. It would probably be okay for all of us to enjoy company of. Where is Jimmy Three Thumbs going? This man is boring.
It's a very fine line between having a happy life and just telling everybody all your dirty secrets. We should probably bedside manner. Anyway, it's fine.
That is a good question, though. Where is he going? He just was driving circles around Boston, and now
Have one of us been tracking him on a map?
Hold on. You were all just talking?
Yeah.
Could I have you make me a driver roll for speed, please?
No.
It's not really a penalty. It's just for me to thematically do something.
what am I rolling?
7%?
78%.
Oh, I thought that was 2-0.
That's why she said why.
The 8? I thought it was 2-0.
That would be nice.
That's why she said, "Why am I rolling?"
That's true. Why indeed?
Yeah, because Derek wants this guy to get away.
No, we can't. We have to find Jimmy.
So as you're all
why he
talking
has
about,
threesomes?
as you're all talking about the relationship,
Oh, and that's in capitals, by the way. Capitals and quotation. The relationship.
In quotes?
Oh, yeah.
I guess boomer quotes.
Yeah.
boomer.
Wow.
It's a generational thing. That people of a certain generation, usually boomers, will put things in quotes for emphasis when people of our generation would probably put it in italics instead.
So I'd like to point out that I do that all the time. I am at the very beginning of elder millennial.
Oh wow!
Very, very.
See,
beginning.
I'm so used
No,
to
don't you
quotes
mean
being
elder
like
millennial?
sarcasm.
The red card has been played. All right.
No more air
It really
quotes.
should be. Rein us in.
Let's
We're a problem.
keep it together.
Stop being sarcastic at me, Derek.
She's like, don't be sarcastic at me.
Oh my god, for those who can't see us right now,
Or-
there are air quotes all over the place.
Or do you mean,
Flying around.
or do you
Flying
mean
around.
sarcastic?
Anyway, sorry.
Funny thing about that, he took off.
No!
I'm trying. No, wait.
What?
Did you just get out of the car?
No. I just sort of lost him. He took a little bit of a quick turn there. I'm just trying to track him down there. I'm just trying to track him down there. I didn't want to interrupt you. I didn't want to interrupt your conversation.
Are we distracting you?
No. It's just you know what I mean. He just took a weird turn. He took a weird turn. But then, Agatha,
Yes. No.
start getting sort of an itch.
No, of course.
Do you still wear the eye patch?
Probably when I'm in the car, no. Because I know what I can see. Mm-hmm. But if I'm out of the car, I probably would flip it down.
Okay, fair enough. So what happens is it starts your eye hole
Yeah.
starts itching
Yeah.
just a bit, and almost to everyone, because you don't always go around with it covered up. It just seems to be this mark of black. It's almost from a distance. It doesn't really look like a hole because it's actually blackened, right? It's not like flesh colored.
Right.
It's like cauterized, kind of like.
Yeah, but it's
whatever.
more of a black void
right.
that's there. And what's weird is with your second sight,
Yep.
you know where Jimmy Three Thumbs went. You can see what almost looks to be like a faint outline of the Ford Model T Tudor as it turned
Almost
down.
like a ghost.
Like a phantom
Yeah, like
car.
you see like a phantom.
Oh, fuck
And
yeah.
so
Sorry.
That
You
sounded
start-
very.
as,
Are you okay?
And so you know where he went. Where Skeet seems to be like he's going to be missing a turn. He's
Okay.
gonna. So
Turn left. Turn left.
okay.
And I'm still seeing the.
You're still
projection,
seeing it.
whatever, if you want it. Projection.
Yeah, you are still seeing it.
Just keep going straight, and I'm just gonna keep giving him directions as to where this phantom is
and
going.
it seems like Jimmy was trying to lose you a little bit as he was going to head to a main road, but he started hitting around, took a weird turn,
Damn.
and tried to lose anyone before he left town. You're not sure if that he saw you, because he has been driving all over the
or
place
just
weirdly
Did it in a
anyway,
habit.
without getting out.
Yeah.
So you're not really sure. It's just because of Skeet's roll, he just managed to lose him. But because of second sight,
Nice.
you managed to find the way. Now, you don't catch up to Jimmy, but you just have this innate sense of being able to see where Jimmy was so you can follow it.
Okay.
You can't even quite explain what you're seeing. It's just like this weird, faint outline. You just know that's where he went as you hit one of the main roads heading outside of Boston.
Okay.
As I'm sure you're all going to be quiet for the next little bit of time, because basically you don't want to distract Agatha from being able to see what she can see and everything else, even though you're burning questions about the softness of Alistair.
No, we're just making fun of you.
Yes. As eventually you get to one of the industrial areas outside, so it is like a pile of warehouses
Okay.
and stuff like that. And you direct to what is apparently a fairly large warehouse, which has a parking lot. And in the parking lot, as you're driving down the road. Now, you don't get a feeling like the Church of Contemplation, and you don't get a feeling like that. It just seems to be a fairly large warehouse with roll-up doors, multiple roll-up doors on the side where a lot of people come in and out of. And there's a couple of Birminghams parked in the parking lot itself, right next to it. And next to it would happen to be a cherry red Ford Model T Tudor. There doesn't seem to be any lights on over the doors or stuff like that. Plus, it is raining and stuff like that. But that is definitely where he went. It's to this larger warehouse area.
Can we park around the corner?
By all means. Skeet takes you maybe to one of the parking lots. I'm assuming at least the next warehouse or the warehouse over from that, because they're all fairly close. Yeah, they're all fairly close. Skeet can just take you over there. Yeah.
I just get out and start looking.
Okay, so you all get out of the Packer Twin 6.
Assuming you were smart enough to dress for the weather.
I'm always dressed for the weather.
You are.
Well, did you want to put on the bright yellow raincoats?
No. Oh, right. I forgot that they were...
You are probably
man. We're good.
you are probably dressed up with but I mean,
in the Georgie raincoats. All right, yeah.
So you all hop out of the vehicle. It is fairly rainy out. Once again, for once, there's no weird smells, weird things that you can see. But off to the distance, it's a bit chilly with the air because of the rain, darkened skies. As you're looking across the parking lots and stuff to the warehouse that's over there, I'm assuming you're all going to start. You don't see anyone outside.
What is the buildings that are around this area? Like, what is most commonly here? If
Warehouses.
people, yeah, so people were here, like just warehouse workers.
Storage.
Yeah, storage, warehouse workers, stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
There might be a couple guards.
Is there
Maybe
any?
they would hire guards to work.
Yeah.
Is
Can
there?
Sorry.
No.
Can you roll me an investigation check?
Sure. Oh, sweet! Let's crack this out. 9%. Out of
Definitely an extreme.
That's an extreme, isn't it?
Yeah.
One of the
Extreme's
things
14, so yeah.
One of the things that you know about this area in particular is one of the major modes for goods is the docks, right? Is the shipping lanes and stuff like that. You do know that these warehouses in this area were predominantly used for parts for ships,
Right.
and stuff to do with the transport of goods.
Is anybody outside keeping watch of this facility?
No, you don't see anybody outside.
And you said there were no lights on or anything.
It doesn't look to be from your distance because you're not right there, but from your looking over, there are windows that seem to be. Just think of a large multiple-story warehouse.
Yeah.
You know, what I mean, that would probably be completely open inside, like really high. But on the right-hand side of the building, there's windows up top, as if there's a second floor or stairs that would lead up. You know how
Yeah.
warehouses work up to an area of things, but there is no. It doesn't seem to be any light shining out. It's very quiet as you step out. But as you're stepping out, Skeet looks over and is like, "Oh, you want me to?" Man, I can never get his accent down. I've completely lost it. Right, Miss Aaliyah, did you? That's not even his voice either. I'll get it.
You'll get it back.
I'll go. I never had it to begin with. That's true. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Also,
Lord, thunder and Jesus. Listen there, Miss Snow. Did you want me to stay here and pick you up if you're coming running on out or anything like that there now, me ducky?
Yes, please.
Okay, not a problem. I'll keep the radio down, I suppose.
yeah, it's a good idea.
I give him a little pat on the shoulder before we get out of the car.
Drink some more orange juice.
For clarity, I've kept the eye patch off.
And it's just up here then? Yeah.
It's
So-
just sitting in there.
His truck's parked outside and no one's around.
Are there other cars in the parking lot?
So what you see in their parking lot is two Birminghams, which are the larger trucks.
Yeah.
But his Model T two-door isn't a truck. It's a car.
Gotcha.
It's similar.
So no, I know about
Yeah.
cars.
Yeah. No. But I mean, when you think Model T, you think.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. No, it's just a more mass-produced regular. You know what I mean? Those vehicles a little bit taller in the back. You know what I mean? Seems to be parked there. Yeah, but that's it. There's two Birminghams in that. You don't see anything else. You don't see anyone milling around.
Why don't we start by checking those?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
So you make your way over to the warehouse parking lot itself. You do notice that
Oh, that's that thing. Okay.
yeah. So anyone who wants to look up a Model T Tudor, you will. Hey, that's cherry red.
Yeah.
You'll get. You should find a picture of a cherry red version. Apparently, you search that to two-door sedan. Yeah.
It's like a weird. It's gone now.
It changed.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
It's fine.
It's like a weird Jeep.
It doesn't look like a weird Jeep.
Yeah. You do notice that the windows that are upstairs, it's not just that there's no light coming in. It looks like they're blackened. It looks like somebody maybe put black paint or something. They're not boarded up. They just seem to be completely.
Are there any
dark.
windows that go down to the first floor, or are at the first floor?
No.
Okay.
No, but you do see on the front of this building, where you are now, that there is a man door, and then there is 3 bays. Okay? 3 bays in a row through the length of the building.
Let's check the cars.
I was going to ask about the building. Is there stairs going up to the second floor? Sometimes they have those.
What you do, as you come around to the side of the building, you notice that there are stairs that go up to the second floor, more like a fire escape.
Okay.
But there are stairs.
Yeah.
You have to reach up, grab it, and pull it down to get the bottom part to come down.
Okay.
But there are stairs leading up on that side to the second floor, for sure.
Okay. Well, I guess we don't need to try and distract anybody at the front door. We can try and go up to escape. Okay.
The higher ground, too.
Yeah.
Will that fire escape make noise though when we pull it down?
How loud is the rain?
It's raining fairly heavily, so it is fairly loud. You're not sure about how squeaky that would be. That is a good question to ask. Can I have you roll me a mechanical repair? I think you're good at that.
I am.
That's cool.
Yeah. 44 out of 63.
Yeah,
Nice.
Put a tick in it.
Nice.
As you go over and you're just looking at it and you reach up and you grab it and you pull it down slightly. I know mechanical repair mightn't be the best use for this, but it's quick. And you look and it's like, ooh, that is pretty squeaky. So I'm just going to say, just for the brevity, you head back to the Packard Twin 6. Skeet opens up the trunk. You haul out a little oil. And you come back. You come back and you put a little bit of oil on it, and now it's not going to be as squeaky. Good job.
Marion. Yeah.
Oh, we all work for the New England Center of Antiquities, right?
Yeah.
Do we all have pocket flashlights?
Now we don't because you asked.
And it says New England
Gonna
Center of
ask at some
Antiquities
point.
on it.
I will have, except Marion, because Marion already has one, the 3 of you to roll a luck roll, and if whoever succeeds gets one.
32 out of 65.
Yeah.
45 out of 72.
Yeah.
41 out of 75.
Yes.
Yeah.
You all have little mag lights. Now I feel bad. Marion isn't
Dead.
as special.
I don't need to play anymore.
Yes, but you all have the smaller lights. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We're past this point. I mean, this arc mightn't have even happened.
It's fair.
Right? We're past this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna start by checking the trucks, the Birmingham's. Just kind of give them a quick little look over, and the 2-door.
Okay.
I'm going to take a look in the back of the trucks to help you out with
Yeah.
that.
Okay. And what would Althea and Marion be doing?
I'm still working on the stairs.
Yeah,
so
you're
we
working
go
on
ahead.
the stairs.
I'm going to keep an eye out.
You're going to keep an eye out.
Oh.
Because if the rain, keeps us quiet, then it's going to keep other people quiet too.
Yep, that's a good idea.
That's a good idea. So somebody is keeping a lookout,
Yep.
which
Smart.
makes sense. I'm going to go ahead and have Amos roll me an investigation check. And you're just looking into the back, so it'll just be a spot hidden.
Spotting.
Love these dice. 13 out of 70, which is another extreme.
Wow.
I got 21 out of 69.
Yeah.
Which means that's a hard because 34 would be
Yeah. So basically, Amos, you don't really find much in the Birminghams except the registration papers for the Birminghams are to Arcrippus Enterprises.
This is the right place.
Snap photos of those without the flash.
Yep, for sure. With that investigation roll, though, you realize that these are forged. And there might be you know a few people who could do this level of forgery, which you may be able to look into later. This is what I'm trying to do with investigation. You know what I mean? Yeah. But there is some kind of something going on here. In the back of the Birminghams.
Real quick. The forgery is the numbers or the fact that it's from Arcturus?
It itself, the registrations are forgeries. Like the forgery papers.
So they may not even be from Arcturus.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Or it's off the books or something like that, yeah. But this definitely is proof of maybe a connection between the Red Eyes and Arcturus, even though they seem to be forged. And it's also one of those things that wouldn't need to be forged. Which is another thing. Like, what?
Yeah.
Well, why would it matter? It's not really good.
Because somebody took the numbers and tried to trace the car, but yeah, okay. Like this right here, you know? For this exact reason.
Yep. Or if the truck was stolen from someone else and they needed
Okay.
Maybe okay.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's awesome. Thanks.
In the back of the Birminghams, it looks like as they should look like. There's been a lot of materials or boxes or crates that have been stored here and taken out and stored here and taken out.
Okay.
Can you also roll me a medicine check as well, Will? I'm going to call it medicine.
Medicine? Okay. 40 out of 50.
Nice.
Yeah, there seems to be, you think, dried blood in the back of one of the Birminghams. As if, yes, it definitely seems to be some dried blood in the back of that. As you're in the back of one Birmingham, you're in the front seat just taking this picture of that. You're on the side of the building doing putting the oil to make sure that it doesn't squeak. Althea!
Yes.
As you're keeping watch, where are you standing? Probably by one of the Birminghams? Like being able to conceal yourself?
Yes.
But keeping an eye nonetheless?
Yes.
Can you roll me a stealth check, please?
I guess none of us did say we were doing it stealthily.
That's fine.
27 out of 45.
Nice.
Chicken stealth.
Thank God.
As what happens is, and however you want to proceed with this, the man door opens. And out walks what I can only describe as a thug. Definitely one of the Hartree boys. You can tell because of the bowler hat.
Yes.
Oh, God.
How many Archery boys are there?
As many
Countless.
as we need.
All right.
As many as we need.
Yeah.
Steps out
Big
and
family.
just not really dressed for the weather, is wearing more workman clothes. As he has like a heavier coat on, even though it is May, it's still just a little bit chill in the air. And he just steps out to the door and he takes like a dog ear from part of a cigarette, a snuff cigarette, out from around his ear, and in the rain, and he's sort of tucked down as he lights, and and he's just standing there by the door, and it's just like he's just looking around. Nobody else knows this but you.
Okay.
What's happened?
How were the vehicles parked? Were the front of the vehicles facing towards the door?
The back of the vehicles.
The back of the vehicles was facing the door.
Yeah, it was facing the door because the back of the vehicles, so they're pulled in like this, so they could back into the base.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
So
Okay.
the back of the vehicles are facing the doors.
So right now, to see him there, am I closer to... Okay. All right. Who is closest to me right now for where I would have had to be to spot him?
I would say that the Birminghams are parked maybe only 10 feet away from each other, and you were standing between them because it's the best place in the dark to hide. In the front of the Birmingham on one side, Amos is in the front, and in the back of the Birmingham on the other side, in a different Birmingham, is where Agatha is.
Okay. I'm going to quietly move over to Agatha because she's the one in the back of the vehicle right now, and therefore would be most likely to be seen.
Yeah, it's like a covered flat
Yeah.
deck.
Yeah. So basically, I'll just walk over. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to pat her on
Well, I mean, you can't, she's inside of it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It is a sort of
Yeah.
thing. So you can move to the side of the Birmingham and quietly say something or tap on the...
Yeah, I'll go in and just tap on the
Yeah.
on the side of the.
So, yeah, you and I mean, you guys have all worked together. So you get the noise, the tap on the side from Althea, which sort of,
Yeah.
maybe somebody is...
Yeah, and I still don't say anything. I'll just kind of flick my head towards the area of the door, and for the warehouse. So
Would I see you though in the flat covered?
You can't see Althea because it's a covered. You're on the side, right? And it's a covered truck. It's like
I'm inside.
you're
Okay, so I didn't come around the back of it to see Okay. I'm just
wouldn't-
picturing it. I'm just picturing.
No, which is fine. That's what I'm here for because I will explain.
All right, so I'll do the tap just so Agatha is made alert to the fact that there's something to be
Yeah, I'm
alert
just
about.
gonna say
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
because you're between the trucks.
Yes, yeah, I was just picturing it yeah.
Yeah. So
'Kay.
because you're between the trucks,
Mhm.
you go over and you tap onto the side because they are actually fairly high.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's one of those things where they could store stuff into and
Yep.
stuff.
Yeah.
You tap in Morse code or something or some note that Agatha would be aware of that somebody's coming. But Agatha, as you're sort of looking out the back, you can see an individual at the door because you're looking at the back of the truck.
Right.
Okay.
I boot open the driver's side door as loud as possible. Yo, no, I'm kidding.
and after that, I would probably quietly make my way up to the front of the other one to do the same frames.
I'm just going to say that Althea manages to let Agatha and Amos know
Cool.
that there is an individual there. The problem is Marion.
Yes.
Because you're still on the side, just...
What about Peter?
Has it make some noise?
Peter would... I'm going to go over to Marion, who's at the... That's fair. To the pull down stairs. As you look down at Peter, and he's slunk down and bared, sort of with his head faced toward the side to the entrance, as if there is somebody he does not like.
I'm going
Who is
to, sorry,
Go ahead. That's it.
very gently let go of the stairs so that if they do
Yep.
go back up, they go back up. They don't suddenly fly up. And then I'm going to back up and just press my back against the wall so that I'm not out in the open. And just keep an eye. I'm kind of eyes glued on Peter.
Sounds good to me. And you're well hidden anyway because of your stealth check. If somebody hadn't of said they were keeping watch, he would have just
Seen us?
yeah.
Yeah.
He would have just
100%.
So at this point, I need somebody to roll it's sort of a group stealth check. And what that'll boil down to is high good, high bad. Because it's not a specific person's luck. It's not a specific person's luck. It is all of
group's
you,
luck?
the group's luck. Right? Does everyone agree it's
I've
okay?
been rolling really good, but that might be a fucking bad
Is everyone okay with that?
Yep.
Instead of just everyone rolling.
It's just nobody wants to be the one to roll it.
I'll the drive check.
I'll roll it.
Else.
All right.
I'll roll it.
High
ahead.
good or high
Go,
bad?
Lindsay.
What do we want to do?
Call it.
No, high good. High good.
So you're aiming for 51 to 100, 1 to 50, and you'll poo your pants. 82. So this figure finishes their smoke, looks around a little bit, but because it's so rainy, he's not gonna make the effort to go walk around the vehicles, and he steps back inside
Thank
the
fuck.
building. As he opens the door, you do see dim light emanating, but you don't see it through any windows or anything because they have been blackened.
Okay.
I'm gonna get out of the back of the truck because there's nothing else I can discern.
No.
And
Yep.
what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was just agreeing, sorry.
And then I'm going to hurry over towards where Marion is.
Ditto.
Yeah. So everyone's going to head over to where Marion is.
Yeah, I guess.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
No.
Okay. So you all head over to where Marion is, over by the pull down stairs. Yeah.
And once Peter kind of relaxes a bit, then I'm going to pull the stairs all the way down.
Are the keys on any of these vehicles? Left in any of the vehicles?
Yes.
I'm taking all whatever keys are left in them.
Yeah, there would be
Nice. I didn't even think about that. I
plan.
should have.
Good
Good
plan.
idea.
Good.
You notice that for the two Birminghams, you don't really find anything in the Tudor. There's nothing. Maybe some wrappers of food and snacks and stuff like that. Just milled about, empty coffee cups thrown around the back seat.
You know,
It looks
like,
much
what
nicer.
bunch
on
of
the inside.
a bunch of like 2-fingered gloves.
But you find that the keys.
Are there any gloves in the two-door? any evidence as to why he's called Three Thumbs?
No evidence.
God damn it!
We'll add this.
Multiple coffee cups because he can
Oh
hold two
my
at
god!
once.
This will be the first occult mystery of this.
Why has he got three thumbs? What does the third shell do?
Anyway.
Oh, you haven't.
Yes, I'll take the key.
Clearly.
Oh, no.
Do I have the keys to both Birmingham?
So you take the
and-
keys to the both Birminghams, but as you go to the Tudor, the keys aren't in it. But then you pull down the visor and the keys.
Oh my god!
I take all the keys.
You take all the keys.
Legendary.
The Birmingham has vehicle keys and also what looks like keys to the doors.
Oh, handy.
Nifty.
Okay.
I like.
The Tudor key set has a set of keys, but there's two other keys on it. One looks to be for a storage unit of some kind. Potentially, it's a smaller key, maybe a mailbox,
Yeah.
maybe something like that. There's a smaller key, and it looks like maybe an apartment key or something like that on the other one with markings on it, like
Okay.
a number.
Into the pocket. Into my pockets they go.
Yeah. You track those down later for you.
Why did they leave their keys in? Because I thought it was funny.
It's an American trope that somehow works most of the time.
This is where it started.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, cars haven't been around that.
Silly thugs. Silly 3 thumbs.
Yeah, but
Silly Three Thumbs tricks are for kids.
Keys are for me.
okay. So yeah, you take the keys for sure.
All right.
So you go over to that stairs,
Fire escape?
and it seems that the Irish Wolfhound gets relaxed, and Peter starts nuzzling against you.
Give him a pet.
Contented dog noises. Yay! Because I can't even mimic a dog.
To make your job harder, Regal around?
Yes. As you're at, you haven't seen him for a bit because he's been around the estate. But as you're at the fire escape stairs to pull down, you see Regal on top of the warehouse, sort of looking down over the side at you all.
When I get to the top and I'm as close as I can to him or to it, I'll kind of be like, so it's that bad, huh?
So you all climb up, right? And then there's a doorway, like a regular sized man door. And then Amos, you look up, and he's only around 10 feet. Higher,
Right.
so only maybe 3 or 4 feet out of your thing. And it's like, oh, it's that bad. And Regal's just sort of looking at you, and tilts its head, like, yeah. You get the feeling, yeah, this has the potential to be very bad. You just get that feeling from Regal.
I will draw the pistol before opening the door and just have it ready.
I'm assuming, without saying, that Agatha has her Lee Enfield rifle and Catherine the murderer. Kathleen and Catherine.
Yep.
Kathleen and Catherine both start with K's.
Can I do a listen check at the door before we open it?
Sure.
Yeah, that's
but,
a great idea.
But before that,
Oh.
at the moment where, yes, you're like looking at Regal, Althea. Something feels off. You're not sure where this is coming from. Something feels off. You get a little bit, you start sweating a little bit, as if this ain't good. Why, you don't sweat?
I'm sure there's a joke in there about
Yeah, I was about to say.
rich people not sweating. But
Yeah, like, I'm not going to say the name,
all
but
right.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, you start feeling like, oh, there's something in the back of your mind. No real voice, no nothing like that. Nothing driving you to do anything at all. But something feels off.
Can I just stop, Amos? Can you just wait for a moment?
Well, I'm talking to the bird.
What's wrong?
Just stop.
The bird. Oh.
No, it's don't open the door.
That's what I was going to say. Don't open the door.
But
Why?
It's just... And I'll look up at Regal at this point, because I don't like that bird.
yeah. As you look up at Regal, Regal doesn't look at you.
Just looks at the sky.
I have a question. Is there any cracked panes in any of the windows that I can take a peek inside?
You notice that now that you're up here, and there is a window
Yeah.
up here as well. Quite. It seems to be completely blacked out from the inside.
Yeah.
Roll me a luck roll. Your luck, though. Roll me a luck roll to see if you can.
That is a 14 out of 72.
Nice.
Yes.
Very good.
You do see that there is a slight crack in one of these windows. So, you go and just take a look through, and what you see seems to be an office.
Okay.
A small office. Doesn't look to be really used much, though. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty clean, pretty, there's some books and stuff like that, and accounting books and stuff like that, but it's just got the regular desk with a chair and some other chairs around, but it's like, it just looks like a regular little office. There's nobody in it.
Okay.
But you, Marion was going to make a listen check. So can you roll me a listen check while this is happening as well?
27 out of 42.
Okay, put a tick and listen. So what happens for you, it's going to be coincide, because what you also see through the window is sort of glass. So because you're on the second floor and you can't see, you're on the second floor, but what happens is on the other side of this office, the top half is glass windows where you would look down over the warehouse.
Oh, right. Okay.
Right? But you can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
See there? But you do see flickering light.
Okay.
Right? Almost like it just seems it's not
Power
all
surges?
Yeah, it almost seems all
Yeah.
like flickering light. You're quite familiar with flickering light. Anything something fucked up happens, there's going to be flickering light.
I was going to say also, like, welders. You'd see welders.
Yeah, as well. But what the listen check gives you is you can hear low sounds of what sounds like chanting.
Oh, okay.
Why is it always cultists?
Can the window that you're looking through open?
No.
Damn it.
It's
What
just
if-
a solid.
Is there a way that I can, while Marion's at the door, Amos going to come on up. He's like, can I just really quickly?
Please.
I'm going to grab onto the handle, and I'm going to, is there any kind of check I can make to see if it's been wired?
Ooh, that would be me. First thing you do notice, as you're checking it, just roll me an investigation check.
53 out of 70.
Yeah, it doesn't seem, as far as you can tell, to be wired, and you're also really particular now after what happened in your apartment. Alone at the window.
I'm really specific
As
about
you
this
turn
shit.
down- But what you do realize is the door is locked.
Okay, give
It's
me a
a-
second here.
It's a good thing that you have a locksmith with you.
And keys.
Did you want to? It's up to you guys.
Well, fucking, why did you
I'm
go
just,
start with that?
for the audio people, I'm holding a set of keys up and dangling it in front of his face.
Start with that. Yeah, sure. Let's try those out.
I don't know. I thought it would be funny to watch you try.
So-
Why would someone lock a fire
Very
escape?
familiar from another game.
If they don't want anyone's... Well, hang on a second. Well, no, wait. The other thing about that is fire escapes typically are locked from the outside. You would need the emergency access from the inside. However, also, if you don't want people coming in.
Or if you don't want anyone getting out for whatever it is they're doing in there.
I'm going under the impression I would assume that it's perfectly fine on the outside because fire escapes never need to have access from the outside going in. So I don't see anything unusual with that, but it's a fair point.
I'll try one of the keys to see if it will unlock
Okay.
the door.
So, first thing, because of your successful locksmith roll, the inside probably just is always, you can always open it.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah,
outside
what you were saying.
is
Yeah.
to come in from the outside. That's
it
accurate
should
for
be-
what that's
should be
what it
locked.
seems. That's what it seems like to you.
Nice.
The other thing is, Althea, as you're like dangling keys and you're looking at them, it doesn't look like the key. You have seen what seems to be an apartment key and like a mailbox key and a vehicle key, and the Birmingham had keys to the big doors, but it doesn't look like one of these keys fits
Ah.
this door. This area also, this entrance also doesn't look like it's been in heavy use, considering how squeaky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, which would probably mean the hinges on this door would be squeaky as well.
You still got that oil can?
Yes, you do. Good catch. Good catch. As you,
We're too good at this game.
because it
Door
does,
die.
Too
it-
much trauma.
it would open out toward you because,
Fire escape.
yeah, if you have a pile of people trying to run out, you don't set up doors so they can be stuck against them as much as possible.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, it still happens.
Yeah.
It still happens because, the crowd effect. But yeah.
You always want to be able to push a door to escape.
Yep.
How can I pick this lock?
You have a lockpicking set. You have locksmith.
Sure do. 27. This luck's going to have to give out at some point. 27 out of 70.
That'll be
Nice.
shooting starts.
Put a
That's where I
tick
come
in locksmithing.
You're awesome.
You need to make a note of the name Caitlin for the next weapon that you pick up and add to it.
I'll go with K's. I don't know what's going on there.
Kalima.
That'll probably be weapon 6 or 7. at that point.
Kathima?
Just a collector of cursed weaponry.
That's right.
Curse with a K.
Yeah,
I'll
so
go stove.
you manage to roll out your little lockpick set and you finagle it as Marion is putting a little bit of oil on the hinges, and you manage to noiselessly open up the door.
Really, we only need one of us to go in there.
We're all going in there.
Whatever
Volunteer.
is happening in there, we either need to find out what it is or stop it or both.
We both got
Unless we
guns.
look through that window and see 100 cultists sitting on the workhouse floor.
But you're on the second floor, so you
Yeah,
can look down
yeah.
to see what's
See what
happening.
we have
So,
to see what we're dealing with.
When we
Decide
open
what's
up the
going on.
door, is then the office entrance? would
It's
be-
into the office.
Oh, it is into the
Yeah,
office.
yeah. Like when you
Oh.
were looking through the window, it was like halfway into the office. So it's more lengthwise. I'm going to say it's around 30 feet by 15 feet. It's it's almost like that length of that building. Like, so you would assume you'd come up from the floor. There'd be stairs that come up to
Yep.
the top, and there maybe be a storage room here. There's storage room on one end, and the other length of the building would be this office.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Understood? Yeah.
Go into the office and up to the window that overlooks the floor, I guess, unless someone else is.
Can we keep low to the floor and just peek up?
I'm assuming that's the plan, but what I would like to happen is a group stealth check. I would like you all to roll stealth.
Oh,
Um,
All of us to roll or group as a group roll?
this time, I want all of you to roll stealth, and depending how well people rolls, I have my own system for it. Okay, and I need to know if it's an extreme, a hard, or regular, because you can offset other players, because some of you are better than others at it.
Okay.
We're going to start off with Marion.
that is an 18 out of 71, so it's a hard success.
God damn.
Okay, so we do have a hard, so that'll compensate for one. What about...
I have a 29 out of 45, so regular success.
That's perfect.
I have a 38 out of 44, so regular.
Regular.
It's good that you got a hard success. Out of 30, I got a 53, so it's failed.
Yeah. So what happens is, not that it could have caused anything drastic, but you could have tripped over something or something like that. Because your bones are in flux.
My bones are...
My my bones and
Our
bacteria.
suggestions.
Yeah, because you're both, because you're like, jello in skin.
Hey, this is just a skeletal suggestion.
As you're all getting low to the ground, per Althea's suggestion, and you start sneaking in, there was a little lamp that was a stand-up lamp that was in there. And just as Amos is just about to bump into it, Marion, you just put your arm over and stop it from happening and guide Amos.
All right.
Yeah.
It's one of those banker's lamps, with green.
Yeah.
It is. 100% it is.
Oh.
As you all sneak up to the window that's going to overlook, and you all, I'm just going to keep this as yourself, as you all poke your head up and you look down into what is a
Like a comedic.
yeah, so everyone's holding up something, so it's just that, like, Wilson, is it Wilson
The eyeballs
from
of the
Home Improvement?
Home improvement, yeah.
Yeah. That's what you see. Oh, I just aged myself. I'm old.
I have a question about the windows.
Sure.
You know how sometimes they had in the warehouse where they could actually flip open? So that people can I position myself near one of those openings in case I have to fire down?
The issue is that the window, you can open it, but what happens is it's a little latch and it opens like this. It opens angled.
Yeah, it tilts. Yeah,
It tilts,
Okay.
but it
tilts out the opposite way as opposed to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
yeah.
So what do we see?
Yeah. So what happens is that you're looking down, you understand where the flickering light is coming from. Because it seems that the main floor of this warehouse is devoid of crates and everything else. It's actually quite dark, very flickering dim because there are posts around the edge of torches, of actual
Flickering firelight.
flickering
Like
fire.
tiki torches, but not.
Definitely tiki torches.
But not. But
no, it would
not
definitely be tiki torches. No,
Oh, there's
no.
tiki torches.
No, I mean like
Yeah.
the cultural significance of tiki torches. That's pretty much what's here. But there are a pile of torches around flickering, and on the floor itself, you can see crudely drawn arcane symbols, if you could even call it that.
Damn.
But it's crudely drawn. This isn't the level of like a Barnabas Jones, or even though he had the formula wrong, it was everything he was doing was laid out as if he was right. This is crude. You do see, see what appears to be just 6 thugs, not with robes or anything like that, some of them with pistols and stuff, standing around this circle. And in the center of the circle, there's like a podium that has a big familiar book on it.
Nice. Okay.
And there seems to be a robed figure chanting something from the book.
Of course.
Right? That's what you see down here. It doesn't seem to be... And also, as you look to the side, you can see if you leave this office, it goes to like a catwalk that connects to the stairs that go down to that level, or to another door with maybe more offices or storage up here. There doesn't seem to be anybody up here. But it just seems to be 6 thugs just looking bored. Just like we don't know what's going on.
They're higher muscle kind of.
We all roll Cthulhu Mythos to understand what the ritual is.
Yes.
I was gonna nudge Agatha and see if she knew.
I was gonna say, do I see anything with my eyes or anything that? Because you're saying it's crude.
And I was going to suggest that Marion roll magic use.
And that is all wonderful ideas for next episode. For next episode.
Thank you for listening to The Call. Our next episode will air Tuesday, August 6th with Spacers, our sci-fi podcast. Next episode on Tuesday, July 30th. Both shows will air at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on YouTube with live chat premiere before going up on all of our audio services 1 hour later. For our Ko-fi subscribers, our next Fireside Chat will be this Friday, July 26th with our new subscriber-only show, Lost Souls, also premiering this Thursday, July 25th. As usual, we'd love to thank all of our donators over on Ko-fi, including Noah, 3 Slugs in a Trench Coat, Ed Lore, Rosa, Tyler, The Ouija, James, Matt Cowgill, Blizzard Warning, Sydney, Baba Yaga, Preston, TJ, Alec, and No Demons Allowed. Your players for tonight were Elizabeth Wells, Janessa Coles, Lindsay Delansky, and Zach Barrett. Your GM or keeper was Derek Snow. Have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you next time.